Are you still struggling to learn a language? Are you using just one tool? The language app on your phone is not going to cut it by itself. Hi, I'm Tara, your artist at law, and I live on a sailboat, which means I travel a bunch, so I'm going to share my favorite language learning tips with you. They are great if you are taking a formal class, like in college, or if you are trying to learn all by yourself. More power to you. And FYI, I do have a language learning guide and habit tracker linked in the description, so you don't have to take a bunch of notes on what I'm saying, unless you really want to. Okay, so I've been studying languages almost all my life, thanks to my parents. I grew up speaking German with my mom and English with my dad. And the thing about languages is if you don't use them, you lose them. And the flip side of that is if you can immerse yourself, you learn a lot faster. Now, obviously, we can't all just move to another country when learning a language. So to immerse yourself, the number one thing you can do is use a bunch of different learning tools. A language app, books, podcasts, those YouTube channels designed to teach you a language that have like subtitles and stuff and they speak nice and slowly. Anything and everything you can get your hands on, try it, and as you go, see what works best for you. See what is the most interesting and fun and what fits into your schedule. And that's tip number 2, right? Use the tools you enjoy the most. Language learning should be fun. And you might not know what tools you enjoy the most until you try them. So that's why you have to try a lot of different ones. Plus, using a bunch of different tools provides your brain many opportunities to learn the language in a different way, which is how you're going to be using the language when you're out and about, right? You're going to be reading signs and talking with people and hearing spoken word and sometimes writing it. So do all the things. And that brings me to the third tip, which is build it into your day. And this is where having multiple tools really comes in handy because even if you're just, waiting for the bus, you can whip out the app on your phone. When you're going for a walk or cooking, you can listen to a podcast. That's how I actually maintain my German because I really only get to speak it with my mom. So by listening to German podcasts, I can maintain the vocabulary I have and build on it. So the other thing, I'm sure everyone has heard about setting reasonable goals. Do that, but also set fun goals, right? Here's an example. I'm in the Canary Islands right now, and I grabbed this beautiful book because I'm a sucker for books and a total magpie. And I thought, okay, this is a book about sustainability in Spanish. I want to be able to read it before we leave here, back when I thought we were staying for a long time. But then, that's a fun goal, right? And then, of course, I got invited to potentially speak at a conference in Lyon, France. So I have to up my French game. And I happen to be in France, so I grabbed this beautiful magazine. Again, it's about my subject matter, which makes it very interesting. It's also full of beautiful pictures. And I'm translating that, which is helping me learn vocabulary that is related to my field of study, as well as French ecological writing. Again, related to my field of study, and I'm a nerd, so it's really fun. But the thing is, you can also do other things, at whatever level you're at, start a little daily journal. Just a couple sentences of how your day was, or a little letter to a friend, whatever. Just as long as you're writing every day, you can do it at the end of the day, the first thing in the morning. I'm trying hard to up my French to the professional level, so I've started writing a short paragraph about an experience I had, and then really diving into more poetic prose and starting to research what certain words mean in different contexts and like, and that kind of thing. That's more of an advanced thing to do, but if it's something that is fun for you, you can study the language in that way as well. And I'm sharing that on Substack and asking people for their suggestions and feedback, which is a great way to build community and make the studying more interactive. And I'm sorry, but huge tip, study buddies are good no matter what level you're at. Get a study buddy, they're fantastic. Anyway, those are a bunch of my favorite language learning tips. I wish you the best of luck in your language learning journey, and I hope that my language learning guide that has more tips and the habit tracker linked in the description are helpful to you. And yeah, bonus tip, if you're learning a third language and you don't want to lose the second language, study the third one through the second. This is a German book on learning French. So, voila, those are my favorite language learning tips. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Comment below on your favorite way to learn a language.